What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the week's movie news, entertainment news, and just generally having a bit of a chit-chat about everything to do with film. As always, I am joined by my best man, Mr. Shaun. Me and Shaun, how's it going?
I'm good, Conor. Excellent take 2 on that one.
Why would you call... You don't mean to call that out.
What? No, folks, you need to see we're not perfect, you know?
I like it when you say we, but it was me.
Look, Conor's not perfect.
Some of us in the call are not perfect. That's all I'm saying. I don't want
to name names, but he's not called Shaun.
So Shaun, this is Movie Mondays. This is a pretty big show. And look, we talk all the week's movie news and entertainment news, and you're obviously like kind of a genius when it comes to sort of movies. People have been throwing the word genius around.
True, and as a genius, I'm a bit insulted personally. Everyone gets called a genius nowadays.
I want a higher level.
Yeah, give me a king or something.
We mostly just call you a fucking Egypt, but to be fair...
What? In my court?
That's me and your family's WhatsApp group.
That's fair.
It would be, you know what would be so funny is if I was in a family WhatsApp group with your family, but you weren't in it.
That would be pretty good.
We were just talking about you.
No, I got banned from my family WhatsApp group because I kept asking, what you mean by that?
So Shaun, I mean, if this is somebody's first episode, they don't have to do anything, just chill out. If it's their second or above, we'd really appreciate 5 stars, a like, a follow, a share, whatever way you could support the show. That would really help us out. We do have a Patreon, and we do movie reviews every single month. Last month we reviewed Days of Future Past, X-Men Days of Future Past, and this month, or should I say last month now,
April, we reviewed Days of Future Past.
Yes.
May, for Conor's big boy birthday, happy birthday, big boy.
Thank you. Don't ever call me that.
We reviewed his 5-star, 3-star film.
My favourite 5-star, 3-star movie of all time, The Fall Guy, starring Ryan Gosling, and I was unapologetically biased towards that.
Which is what the birthday episodes are all about. I also, if you listen to the episode, you'll have heard, I now own the extended cut on Blu-ray.
Yes, we got him.
It was cheaper than renting it on Apple TV.
Okay, well look, I mean, these things, they cost money. Like, if you're going for royalty, if you're going for the high shelves, that costs money, Shaun. You know what I mean? These are the greatest movies ever made.
So your next birthday, we can review the behind-the-scenes featurette that comes on the Blu-ray.
Of the Batman.
The Batman, the Batman that Matt Reeves ever made, of course.
Okay, let's not start being slanderous. But Shaun, if people maybe want to support the show, they can also give us 5 stars over on Spotify. That would really help us out. We are over the 150 mark, so there's no more pressure. But every 5 stars that we get above 150, Shaun has got to give us a fact on Hero or Zero every single Friday. So the way to annoy Shaun and to catch him out, because he forgets every single week, is by just going to Spotify, give the 5-star rating, and then on Friday I would say maybe like I just come out of nowhere. Come
out of nowhere. It's happened 4 weeks in a row, and every time I've been caught with my pants down.
He knows it's coming, but he doesn't know it's coming, because Shaun has the memory of a goldfish, so he just forgets, and then we just maybe get him again.
But I also have the mind of a goldfish.
Exactly. That's his great strength.
Is the mind of a goldfish.
So look, if you want to annoy Shaun, you can do that as well. But also, Hero Zero last week, I'm very sorry for bumming everybody out by talking Professor Pig.
That was a tough time.
Jade, it's very hard to make serial murderers funny.
If you have been affected by any of the issues raised in Professor Pig, I don't know, we can't help you.
It's very, like, we were trying to do a Hero Zero episode on a Saw villain. It's difficult.
There's a very clear point in that report where we both realise we can't make jokes about this.
So we maimed somebody else, a child, and we were like, oh no.
It's a lot of me just saying, oh, that's fucked.
A lot of us like pulling their collar, like, oh god, how can't really make a joke here. He has killed a bunch of children in this one.
He is a child killer, yeah.
So Shaun, we are going to be getting into the movie news. Enough of all that stuff, because I want to get started with, the news came out last week and we kind of covered it, but we have a bit more clarification this week, and that is about Avengers Doomsday being delayed. Yes. And Secret Wars was also delayed, so we're not going to cover that news story again. But what is interesting is, and what came out in the preceding days, and to be honest with you, I should have caught it last week, Shaun, and you missed it as well, so I think we're both equally to blame.
Well, that's my goldfish brain activating, of course.
Yeah, and that is the fact that I want to get your take on the fact that Avengers Doomsday is now set to be released on the same day as Dune Messiah.
Oh, sweet Christ. We got Dunesday, boys.
It's get ready for Dunesday, we're back.
Now, is this a marketing ploy?
It's interesting because I can see them doing the marketing ploy, but I don't know if Denny will get involved in the marketing ploy.
I feel he's like Tom Cruise level of, I'll just support film in general.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Yeah. So, the real question here is, Doomsday coming out the same time as Dune Messiah or Dune 3, if you want to talk about that. They're obviously trying to get a whole Barbenheimer thing going between these. But Avengers Doomsday was not set for this day. They moved their date to this day, knowing that Dune Messiah was also on this day. So, Shaun, are Avengers Doomsday, are the Russos, they're so confident in the movie that they're going to put out that they're putting it up against Dune Messiah. Is that mental?
I've gone on record as saying that Doctor Doom is one of my favourite characters in all of fiction. I will be seated day one for Dune Messiah. I'm like... It's not a contest in my head. Now, I've read all the Dune books. Yeah,
you're kind of even more involved. But I'll be honest with you, I think for me, I might also go to Dune Messiah.
Yeah. It's been fascinating watching you enjoy Dune, just based off two very good movies.
Well, if I had told you 10 years ago that Avengers Doomsday and Dune Messiah, same day, coming out, and I'm looking at that, or you're looking at that going, well, it's a difficult enough choice, but I might go Dune Messiah.
Yeah, Dune Messiah, also my favourite book.
Because it's the most unhinged of all the books.
It's fucked. It shouldn't be good. People might not like this movie, but I will fucking adore it, I guarantee you.
So Warner Brothers obviously are doing Dune, Disney are doing Avengers. It's just, I'll be honest with you, I think it just is a bad idea.
It is.
Not because if I'm saying, Avengers Doomsday is not gonna do well and people might not like it. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, if you were them, why would you want to be involved in either of each other's orbits? Because you can't do the Barbenheimer thing. Barbenheimer worked because it was two really polar opposite ideas. And the internet got hold of it, and it became a thing
and it happened by accident.
By accident, right? And then all the marketing team were a week behind, and they caught up, and then they went all in. But it worked because you had the Barbie and then Oppenheimer, which is about a nuclear bomb. So it works together. Whereas I think the 75th Avengers movie or the third Dune movie, I think they're the same in people's heads.
Yeah, and I'm not going to rag on a movie that hasn't come out, and for what it's worth, I really liked Thunderbolts, and I'm excited to see Fantastic Four.
By the way, Florence Pugh, fair play, getting 2 paychecks one day.
It's the year of Flow, as far as I'm concerned. The Disney Pixar movie Flow, of course.
Oh yeah, well I assumed.
But I'm going to see both. I recently got the cinema pass for my local cinema, so I get a ticket to every movie now.
That's big. That's adult stuff right there. That's real adult
£18
stuff.
a month, man. It's great. I was going
See, I've always thinking about that, and I'm like, how many times do I go? Is it going to be worth my while?
Well, the thing is, because I usually this is off topic. I usually sit in the Lux screen where you have the leather recliners that kind of go back.
All right, he's one of them. Okay, no, look, we're all talking about you behind your back, but we didn't want to say it here.
That's 20 quid a ticket for one of those.
Well, I mean, that's your own fault, though, isn't it?
It is. You haven't lived. I watched 28 Days Later, my favourite movie, in the Lux screen, Connor.
Yeah.
I was so happy. You can't go back.
I went to see the Batman in the Stella Theatre, which is in Ireland.
Stella's nice.
You basically go and they have like all the couches and they'll like serve you food and all. It's like the real posh cinema.
Yeah.
And as a birthday treat, I was brought there. And so I'm watching it. Brother. And then I looked to my right and the guy beside me was on like a couch, asleep, Sean. He was under a blanket asleep.
During the Batman.
And I'm like, not the Batman.
Any other film. Passion of the Christ, I'll give you.
There was a moment where I literally debated. I was like, how much of a dickhead would I be if I just really loudly clapped?
But it's like right. How far in did he fall asleep?
I think he fell asleep during the car chase.
Fuck off, he did.
And then he woke back up when like Catwoman is like has your man on the building and is like kicking him off.
Oh yeah.
Like he woke back up at that, and I was like, "How? Why are you here?
You've missed so much. These are expensive tickets.
Yeah. Go to a normal cinema, fall asleep. It's fine.
Yeah, stay at home. It's on Prime."
So I mean, Sean, the real question here is who benefits more from this? And who gets hurt by this?
Weirdly, I think Avengers gets hurt by this.
Weird. What kind of a world are we fucking living in?
Yeah, because June is like, it's the... Also, I can't say June properly. People have said it to me before. But
June.
I pronounce it like the month. June. I think June is like the... It's a very good film, and it's a real good movie, right? But it also genuinely has broad appeal now. Those movies made like $1 billion. Everyone went to see June.
Yeah, even if they were just a good movie and nobody's seen them, they're still really good. But it also now, like, obviously the studio don't give a shit about that. They're like, are people going to see it?
Yeah,
do we have money?
Seats. But I think the move that people will want to portray is, I'm going to see Dune instead of Avengers.
Yeah, I could see that happening. You know that?
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't need to. Just do it 2 weeks earlier and you're grand.
It's December 2026.
They both want the December, like, Christmas slate.
Yeah. Which I understand, that's a valuable spot to have. It's like December 12th. It's like the first couple of weeks of December it comes out.
I think it is December 18th. So they're both on December 18th.
So, yeah, prime Christmas crowd. But I don't know. Yeah, I think doing it in Doomsday in November or something will be better. Don't move June.
Well, June was there first. So, like, sit there. You basically just sit there and every time I think about the fact that like Avengers should be worried about Dune makes no sense.
It's crazy. Like, imagine saying that to 2014 us.
like it's completely mind-boggling. Like, those movies should not be at that level, but like the cast alone is outrageous that you can get to that level. The movies, both of them are outstanding. So like, I'm very excited to see what happens. And
we got Pattinson potentially coming in for the third one.
Well, no, he's a bit busy at the minute. He's obviously...
man's schedule open. Don't worry about it, man.
Free as a bird.
He'll be there.
Once he finishes up with Christopher Nolan, he's free as a bird.
Yeah. Once he finishes his Odyssey.
So, I mean, that's something to keep an eye on. I want to see who blinks first. It's been moved. I wonder if it'll move again between now and 2026.
See, if it moves again, that's... Like, I could see it being pushed even further, like into January or something like that.
I think if they're going to move it, they'll move it like a week before.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think they'll try and take that hype. Surely that's the better way to do it. Like, you come out like...
They'll give all their VFX artists one less week to work on this film.
Well, they have to start on December 1st and then finish it by December 18th. But if they go back to... Go on.
Sorry, I was going to say, if you don't think that they will be working on that movie up until December 17th,
yeah,
you're insane.
No, I think if you release it December 11th instead, so the same day, a week before, I think you take all the hype. I think that's if you are going to go up against it, that's a much better way of doing it.
But you are going to lose that second weekend, that box office drop off. That's going to be murdered by June.
So then would you go 2 weeks? So you take the first 2 weeks.
Take the first 2 weeks, do the Thunderbolts thing, and let the word of mouth give a good second weekend. And then there will be a drop off on the third weekend anyway, because most people have seen it. And then June comes out, and you can blame it on that for your
Kevin Feige, I mean, he's going for it. He's just got the Maverick hat on. He's just like, no, fuck them.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this.
God, I hope Fantastic Four is good. Otherwise, I worry for Kevin Feige.
He's got one good one. He's rocking it, so he is. So we're moving on to our next piece of news, Shaun. And this one, I don't know if you're going to like.
Okay.
It's got Christopher McQuarrie, the Mission Impossible director. It's got Tom Cruise, who
familiar with him as well,
Mr. Movies. But Shaun, they're talking about doing a Les Grossman movie.
The producer pastiche from Tropic Thunder.
Yes.
Interesting. I don't hate it. It doesn't need to exist.
Christopher McQuarrie came out this week and said that Tom Cruise is very serious about making a Les Grossman movie and that they are working very hard behind the scenes to get that up and running. So Tom Cruise wants to do this movie, which normally means it happens in Hollywood if he's got that kind of sway. So if you don't know, Tropic Thunder came out 2007? No, maybe 09. Maybe 09.
I can look on that if you want.
And Tropic Thunder comes out, and it's like
08.
I'm useless.
Either side, buddy.
You're telling me Downey was in that and Ironman same year? What a year! Right?
Insane career.
What range? But Tropic Thunder, obviously, I would say cult classic favourite. Tom Cruise is in that movie for maybe 4 minutes, I think, of the entire runtime.
In heavy prosthesis as well. Yeah,
so he's big fat Tom Cruise, Les Grossman, and I think this might be the worst idea Tom Cruise has ever had.
I don't see how this can work at all.
Is this worse idea than The Mummy 2017?
Mummy 2017, I can at least get you're telling a story about a mummy.
Yeah.
I understand that, and it's mostly set in rural England. But, here's the thing. It's a miracle, and, this discourse comes up every so often. It's a miracle that Tropic Thunder is still thought of fondly as a film. Yeah. I don't think you want to shine more lights on Tropic Thunder.
What I will say is, I think Tropic Thunder, and I watched it recently, I think it toes a very thin line, but I think it does extraordinarily well.
It does. Because it's the ridiculousness of the thing and we're talking about Robert Downey Jr.
But the point is, they are also aware of how ridiculous it is.
Yes, it's hanging a lantern on the fact that, hey, this is a fucking insane thing to do. Yeah. But I don't know if, by the time this gets made 20 years later, is the right move to bring it back up.
I don't think a Tropic Thunder 2 would work.
No.
So
Tropic Thunder exists entirely on your friend's DVD that was always near the TV.
Yeah, and it's a great movie to watch at a sleepover when you're 15.
Yes. It's perfect.
But I mean, Tropic Thunder 2, I could see them trying to get off the ground. I mean, I wouldn't advise it, but I could see them trying to get it off the ground. But a Les Grossman movie, that is but then Tom Cruise doesn't normally put his name onto something, or Christopher McQuarrie is they don't come forward with something unless they're fairly confident it's going to be good, but I don't know how.
Yeah, and also, if it was a 2, I would want to see an equivalent cast. To what you... let me read out these people to you and imagine it's 2008.
Okay.
Ben Stiller, Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr., Steve Coogan, Jay Baruchel, Danny McBride, Brandon Jackson, Bill Hader, Nick Nolte, Matthew McConaughey, and Tom Cruise. Like, who's those guys now?
Because Ben Stiller at that time is bulletproof. And he just, if he calls you, you show up. Like, 2000s is Ben Stiller comedies, just banging them out. Like Dodgeball, like, came out like 4 years before that. Like, that's God. Just... Yeah,
again, same sleepover movie is how I think
the casts in those movies are ridiculous because they're all just his friends that he's just getting in. So that's a good question. Who do you get in if you're going to do it again? I don't know if there is that kind of level.
Yeah, I don't know, because I think those guys have just had 20 years of a successful career. Like, I don't think there's that level of... I don't even know how to describe them as actors.
I think you'd have to get Gosling in. I think he'd do
Gosling's a good shout. Gyllenhaal, I could see.
I could see Gyllenhaal and Gosling, yeah. But these aren't really comedic.
No, they don't necessarily
who's like the comedic...
Yeah, there's no Jack Black now.
No.
Like, there's no 08 Jack Black in 2025.
No, well, he'd already done the perfect movie, School of Rock, 4 years previously, so...
That is true. That is true.
Can't improve on that. There's loads of comedic actors, but...
Alright, name one.
That's true. What was the last comedy you watched? I'm trying to think.
The Fall Guy, I guess.
The Fall Guy?
Like, if you Google comedic actors, it's all, like, the old guard. Jonah Hill, I could see.
Jonah could be in it, yeah. You just get all the lads from Superbad.
Honest to God, yeah, that's probably
Cera. He'd have to be in that as well.
Yeah, Sarah's a good pull, actually. He could be like the Jay Baruchel type character.
But no offence to Michael Cera, but he's not 08 Ben Stiller.
No, not a chance. Chris O'Dowd.
He's as old as the other guys.
Ryan Reynolds would be in this.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is definitely being cast, and if he gets in, Rob McElhenney's also coming in with him.
Probably, yeah, dragged kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
Jason Segel. Is he's kind of on the line. He's like 2012.
No, he reminds you of 2012. He's the bridge of the gap between now and then.
He it's tough. I would love to see like a 10-man Tropic Thunder lineup, but like now Chalamet, he's weird enough to do it.
Chalamet would do it just because he's slowly turning into Jack Nicholson.
Yes, which also, if we get Chalamet, Pattinson as well.
I don't know if Pattinson's weird vibe is good. I think he could do it.
In Tropic Thunder, I mean...
He's busy with the Batman.
Stop giving him work, Shaun.
Please. I'm like his agent, like turning down calls. Like all the greatest directors want to work with him. Like, I'm sorry, he's busy. He's probably doing Batman too. Sorry about that.
No, sorry, he's booked up.
He's booked up for the next probably 4 to 5 years doing the Batman too.
Michael B. Jordan put in there.
Michael B. We're just naming really good but they're not comedic.
But that's what Tropic Thunder is. McConaughey's in this shit. Like.
Yeah, but Tropic Thunder is this weird collection of like comedic actors, the greatest comedic actors, and then Robert Downey Jr. and McConaughey.
True. Like,
but Downey Jr. had done Kiss Kiss Bang Bang at that stage, so he was also comedic, but obviously not Ben Stiller, Jack Black comedic.
Yeah, he didn't have a Zoolander under his belt at that time.
No, there was no Zoolander there.
I don't know, man. There's the only thing I'm thinking, there's this dude on Saturday Night Live and his name is Michael Longfellow, and he would be perfect for this. That's all I have to say on that.
I was thinking Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson's not bad. Yeah, I could see him. He could, as like the Ben Stiller role, I think he could do that.
I think he could, but he's not.
He's worked with Tom before.
He's got jacked for that Mummy movie, yeah. But also we're casting the rest of the people, and we're still like, Les Grossman, he shouldn't have the movie by himself. Jesus Christ.
No, not at all. Not at all. What if it's just the guys from New Girl?
Just cast them all. Zooey Deschanel's in part of the crew as well.
Yeah. She's the Matthew McConaughey role.
Obviously, she has the rage. I don't know if this will work, but I also, with Cruz and Macquarie, all I think of is him in the trailer going, "You just got to trust me one last time." And I'm like, Tom, you know what? if you're going to do it, I kind of back you.
I genuinely, at this point, like, after the final reckoning, let Tom have a movie where he gets to just be in a room for a while. You know?
Yeah. I don't know if he wants that, though.
He's not doing stunts as Les Grossman, is he?
I assume he'll write it into the script.
What kind of a stunt?
Les starts flying a plane all of a sudden.
He does the pole thing from 3, is it, or 4?
No, the plane starts trying to take off. He's holding on to the side of it, but he's Les Grossman for some reason.
So the plane like dips off in one direction,
and he dies. That's how he dies. Okay, we're moving on to our next piece of news, Sean, and it has been brought up a few times already in this episode. Sean, I've got the Batman news.
Oh, finally cancelled? Is that what we're doing?
Well, it's not really the Batman news. The Batman spin-offs are apparently in early stages, Sean.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, similar to the Batman 2 then.
Speaking with Deadline, one of the showrunners for The Penguin, executive producer and showrunner Lauren LaFranc, confirmed that they are in development for other Batman spin-offs. So we're back on. We're back.
In development is a very loose term.
But I think they're basically done, I'd say.
I don't mean to piss in your Cheerios here, Connor, but it could be Hollywood speak of saying, we got nothing yet, but we'll do it if they give us money.
Now, I'm going to believe the exact words that were used, and the exact words that were used were they're in development. So that could mean the scripts are probably already written. They're probably halfway through filming, if I was to fill in the gaps. Now, they never said that, but I'm kind of working with what I'm reading here.
Do you want me to... Have you heard of a term? You're an educated man. You've done a film degree.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the term development hell by any chance?
No, never heard of it.
Interesting. It's where a film is, quote unquote, in development, but indefinitely.
Okay, well, you're an educated man, so let me read out what she said again, because she didn't say the word hell, she said they're in development.
And so is National Treasure 3. Connor.
So, I'm not saying, like, if she said they're in development hell, then I would be like, okay, that makes sense. But she didn't say that. She said they're in development, Sean. She's not going to lie to us.
She's not going to just come out here and say hell, you know?
She's also said the Penguin Season 2, they're also kind of working on at the minute. Now, they haven't confirmed that either.
Was that an exact quote as well, also kind of working on?
No, they haven't also said that. I think the exact quote was, beyond Colin, it depends on whether there's a story that we can do.
Jesus Christ. Do you know what else is in development? Is an untitled fourth Austin Powers film.
Okay, well maybe they're all very similar, but there's different levels of in development, Sean.
You've heard of... do you know what else is in development, Connor?
Yeah.
Do you know what else? Do you know what else is in development? Blade.
Why would you say that?
It's easier to say.
Yeah.
The dog didn't go to a farm, you know?
But Sean, I mean, we're still up, right? Get the word out, we're back up.
Yeah, buddy, we're back up.
Yes! I mean, it's all coming up Millhouse here, Sean. You've got the Batman 2 definitely happening. I mean, that's locked in. And then you also have the Batman spin-offs. I mean, they were not going to do spin-offs if they're not going to do the Batman. You can't just have spin-offs.
Blade, that's coming out the same day as June 4.
Probably. I mean, I assume so. I mean, the development can be a long time. They want to develop it well. So,
yeah.
I mean, she hasn't said specifically what characters, but I assume it's probably a Joker, probably, I don't know, like I'm trying to think of someone else. Two-Face, maybe.
A Black Mask, perhaps.
Maybe a Robin. There's probably several different spin-offs.
Robin series. Professor Pig?
And probably a Professor Pig series as well. That's going to be a very different tone. But yeah.
Very different, actually. Yeah. No, it's going to be... It's going to be more of a 7 scenario.
So, I mean, the exact quotes were that they're in development.
Well, hey, aren't we all in development as people? You know, we grow and learn every day, folks.
She also then said, we're in early stages.
I mean, and if you had to describe what you're doing in these early stages, what would you?
Probably coming up with ideas, maybe.
Right. Just thinking about stuff.
I would say you're probably just like sitting with them at dinner, just like, what if we did this? And someone else would, well, probably, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll wait and see.
So you're obviously agreeing with me. Guaranteed, the Batman 2 spin-offs definitely happening. They're not going to lie to us.
If the Batman 2 doesn't come out, I will punch Conor in the face full force.
Feel like that's sorry.
No, Conor, I don't want to. That's why I'm making the gamble, you know?
What kind of a deal is that?
No, that's how serious I am about the Batman 2 coming out.
Why would I agree to that?
When it doesn't come... If it doesn't come out...
You said when it doesn't come out.
If it doesn't come out, as punishment...
Yeah. For me...
I will punch you in the face.
Why would that be punishment?
Because you're my friend. I don't want to punch you.
So, what do I get to do?
Receive a punch.
So I get to basically have the movie not come out and then be punched.
Your most anticipated movie, possibly of your life, doesn't come out, and also I box you in the jaw.
Me and you just at the cinema, just as it gets cancelled, is putting up on the big poster, and then I'm like, oh no, and then just a sideswipe knockout.
From out of frame is how we would film.
I assume so. Okay, so I mean, everyone write this down. And look, I don't want to spread misinformation. The exact words were, it's in development. So prepare to see it next year, probably.
Yeah, prior to Doomsday, I would say.
Very cleverly didn't say which ones were in development, because, like, obviously it'll leave a bit of, like, Hollywood sprinkle magic. You know what I mean? You don't want to reveal it all.
You need the fans to generate some buzz, you know?
I'm starting that buzz. I'm like, it could be anybody.
And the buzz is, oh guys, it's coming out, I promise.
Guys, it could be Ian Glenn's The Batman from Titans.
From Titans Season 2, guys, you remember?
Guys, you remember he was 70 years old? Guys.
He was also a ghost, maybe?
I don't really know. We're going to move on, Shaun, to our next piece of news. And obviously this isn't exciting, but we can move on to it. Michael Jackson biopic could be split into 2 movies. I mean, what's the something to look forward to?
I guess that Michael Jackson biopic has been in development for a while.
Yeah.
Seems like a tough ask. So I guess it would be like it would stop at the Jackson, like he leaves the Jackson 5, and then the next one is the Michael Jackson solo movie.
So that is literally exactly what they're doing.
Is it actually?
Yes. So they also are coming back for additional photography in June. For 22 days of additional photography in June. Not an insignificant shoot time.
Movies are shot in that time in some
I would
cases.
say so, yes. My random fact of the day, Phone Booth starring Colin Farrell, one of the best 5-star, 3-star movies you can watch, shot in 9 days.
Outstanding work from the lads.
That's my random fact for the day.
Phone Booth's great.
It's so good. If you haven't seen Phone Booth with Colin Farrell, go watch Phone Booth. Sources tell the Hollywood Reporter that a script for a potential second film still needs to be finalised. But the movie is being split into 2 parts. So the planned June shoot would be for the first film, while the term reshoots has been more just like they're now turning what was half a film into a feature film for part 1.
Interesting, but Michael Jackson fans will love that. And
then the first movie will end with Jackson leaving the Jackson 5 after the release of his first solo album, and then the second movie will be his solo career after that.
Interesting. Whereabouts is this film gonna stop? I would say. I would ask. I would wonder. Because it gets a bit muddy towards the end there.
Just a quick one, just on top of my head. Whereabouts? Boys, it does get a bit rocky at some stage. Difficult to shoot that.
Difficult to shoot. Difficult to, like the family signed off on the biopic and the licensing and all of that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. What if we just stopped it at black or white? You know?
I would say they're probably going to stop it in 1987, yeah.
Yeah, I think. Is that black or white, Kevin?
No, I don't know. No, maybe in the 90s. Maybe we'll stop it in 99, okay? 99, we stop it.
Yeah. Do you think that's something I could Google, is when did Michael Jackson, fall off?
When you said Michael Jackson, your eyebrows just went up. When did Michael Jackson? Well, you know yourself.
I could genuinely see this ending at the black or white music video shoot, though. 1991.
91. 11th. Of course.
Never forget.
That's what they're talking about. Nobody gets confused.
There is also that sequence at the end where people are dancing facing the camera in that music video, and they're transitioning into different faces and stuff. Still to this day, that's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. It's wild. How 91 they did that.
Yeah.
Looks fucking great.
And who's to think 20 years later Moonfall would come along and change the world again?
Thank you, Patrick. We really appreciate it.
Change the landscape of CGI one more time.
Man landed a fucking shuttle with no electricity, Conor.
What a guy.
He just coasted back from space.
Do you ever just coast back to space?
If you haven't listened to our Moonfall review, genuinely, it's one of the things I'm proudest of.
Yeah, if you were a new listener, we bring this up once every 3 months. But go watch the movie Moonfall, starring Patrick Wilson. It's not 3 stars. It's not even 1 star. I would say it's half a star.
I think that's a half a star, 2-star movie.
No, I think it's a 5-star, half a star movie.
It's dog shit. However,
the moon falls.
Moon falls.
Just to Earth. Moon just falls.
Moon scrapes mountains at one point.
It does. It scrapes mountains. Everyone's still okay. Don't worry about it. They somehow defeat the moon. But at the start of it, Patrick Wilson is in a spaceship and it loses electricity. And then he just floats it back down to the same runway he set off from on Earth.
And then he's court-martialed for being
the
greatest pilot alive.
I'm like, lad, I drifted from space.
What are we doing?
Do you know how hard it is to find Arizona from space?
Michael Pena sacrifices himself, and then 30 seconds later they solve the problem immediately.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
What a we should watch that again.
I'd love to watch it once every year, maybe for the birthdays.
We watch it twice in 2 months.
2 months in a row we review it.
It could be. What is it? Moonfall Mondays. That's what it is now.
Sean, do you think a Michael Jackson biopic will be good, or when do they stop? I suppose these are all big questions.
These are all big questions, and ultimately I won't be the one to decide them, Conor. However, I think it will make a lot of money, and they'll stop it in 1991 on the set of the black or white music video shoot. And then explain how they did it.
The last 20 minutes is just them explaining specifically how they worked on the CGI.
Yeah, so what we do, we match the frames here, and then...
And they're looking directly down the camera, and they're like, Sean, this is how we're going to do it.
Sean, we're avid listeners. You really nailed this.
I feel like, because the I assume the Jackson family are working on this. So,
they have to.
It's difficult to know what's gonna happen and what's not gonna happen.
Yeah, there's a weird line with biopics, biopics in general about major figures, because there's a bunch of stuff like, which version of the story are you getting? We're not saying either way if he did anything, by the way.
Legally, we are not saying either way, but all we're saying is eyebrows up.
All I'm saying is that was a big court case and event, regardless of any outcome. Do you touch on that at all? Is it weirder to not touch on that at all? What are we doing here? Legally,
we have to say we have no thoughts.
We have no thought. I have no opinions.
I have no opinions.
The Jackson estate.
I'm just thinking, as a writing a movie, difficult to have a third act.
Because we all know what happened.
Because is the drama at the height of the second act when he's at his lowest? When The court case? It's
Like, I mean, we get
you
to see
want me to
Bubbles the
support
monkey,
a nonce?
This is what we're asking, ultimately. And I ask this of every film. And that's how I judge whether I watch
It's a
it.
bold strategy, and I wouldn't recommend it with my script writing class.
We are anti-nunce on this podcast.
Yes. So difficult to know. I love watching like the first movie and a half, being like, yeah, Michael, fuck up those. Oh, you're killing this music scene, man.
The first movie's, like, if it just stopped at he leaves the Jackson 5
Yeah.
and then just show a Michael Jackson concert from like 2000 at the end of it, that's a fine movie.
Yeah,
but now they've opened it up to
Iffy.
hey, it goes on further.
It might go on to maybe 2008, 2007.
Oh, what a time. What a time. You know?
So, Sean, I wanted
So
to
he
move-
died the day before my birthday.
Did you have anything to do with it, or?
Yeah. No one's stealing my thunder. Come on.
I was going to talk about this, but now I've decided that we're not going to talk about this. But Sean, did
Okay.
you see that they cast all the kids from the new Harry Potter series?
Yeah, not their fault.
No, it's not their fault.
Is
Just
how I
leave
would
them alone.
describe this casting. Leave the kids alone. Kind of weird that they're going to be taking the piss out of Hermione for
Yeah,
wanting
well,
to-
look, and I mean
know-
Snape. Snape is also there.
You know, there's a whole. It's a weird move, bad move. It's going to be a fucking train wreck. Fuck J.K. Rowling. That just has to go on record.
All I wanted to say was those poor children, and oh no.
Yeah. I wish them a very no social media presence at all.
Please just, be okay. You can be strong, kids, right? Just don't listen to any of the adults that are saying things.
This is. I'm not looking forward to any of this.
But Sean, speaking of terrible ideas, I have some good news for you. Well,
About time.
maybe good. I suppose it depends on your viewpoint. Do you like Michael Bay?
I don't dislike his films. I think I like the first Transformers. I like the second
Armageddon.
Transformers. Armageddon. Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
You know? These are all
Like
movies.
Pearl Harbor. You're going with
I do
Pearl
like
Harbor.
Pearl Harbor. I think it's a good movie.
No, I'm not going to agree with you on that one, but
That's fine. That's alright. He
Michael
also
Bay-
executive produced Black Sails, which is a very good pirate show.
Right, well, Michael Bay, this might make you sad then, because you're clearly his biggest fan, but Michael Bay has come out this week, and he has said that he is not directing Skibbity Toilet Movie.
What the fuck are we doing? Why are we discussing this? I fucking hate it. How dare you put that sentence into my goldfish
What are you talking
brain?
about? He said he wasn't doing it. This is news.
Explain to me right now what Skibbity Toilet is.
I have no idea. But look,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I knew it would annoy you.
It's a short comedy sketch made in Gary's mod.
But what I will say is, I was of the opinion that he was doing it as of last week, right?
The news you've given me right now
Yeah.
is the first I've heard of a Skibbity Toilet movie at all.
Sean, I was on a roller coaster of emotion the last 7 days, right? Because I was like, oh, Michael Bay is doing it. And it came out, Michael Bay is doing it. And I was like, thank God, it's in safe hands. This property that I clearly adore and love.
Of course.
And know all
Of course.
about is in
Big
safe
skib
hands.
head. You
I'm a massive skib head, right? So,
Connie, you can't say that.
Conor, yeah, fucking hell, lad.
Come on now. What are we doing?
Just edit it around that. Just a fucking dick.
What if I just put in a bleep?
Just people have to figure out the rest. But Skibbity Toilet movie coming out, right? That was locked in, definitely coming out. Then Michael Bay gets attached to direct it. I'm like, it's in safe hands. We're ready to make $1 billion, boys. Let's get back. Look, meat is back on the menu, right?
Yes.
But
Let's get back to some Bayhem.
let's get back to some Bayhem. We're going to blow up some toilets. But I've heard the sad news this week, Sean, that he's no longer directing the movie. He clarified it on Instagram and he said he's only executive producing the movie. Ah, fuck.
God. Well, he executive produced Black Sails, and that's fantastic.
So, I mean, he's one from one with executive producing. So,
It's true.
I was
the Skibbity Toilet
heartbroken.
movie comes out the same day as Dune, I'm told.
That would be a bold twist. But, I mean, I read this, and obviously now my next logical question is, who's the right person to direct this? To get it off the ground and maybe make us $1 billion? Because you're the studio head. We need someone big, someone exciting.
Yeah, Chloe Zhao, I think, would be my ideal choice.
Chloe Zhao. I'd probably either I'd go to Denny and then I'd go to Greta and I'd be like, can either of you make this work?
Guillermo del Toro, perhaps.
He's the right man for this job, actually, now that you mentioned it,
Delve into the psychosis of Skibbity Toilet.
Yeah. And
what are we doing? The show used to have standards, and you've come in sullying it.
I've literally just included this because I wanted to annoy you. That's all it is.
Well, you've succeeded, sir.
But Sean, what about if I told you this? That the team for the movie is the creative team that we know of so far include Academy Award nominated production designer Jeffrey Beecroft, who was nominated for A Quiet Place, and 3-time Academy Award winning VFX supervisor Rob Legato, who worked on Avatar. So
the guy from Avatar is working on.
All I'm saying to you is we're locked in. There's also going to be a series that comes out as well. It's a little TV series as well, so that's so exciting. It's like going to be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, it's going to be a tie-in. It's like the Penguin. The Batman's going to show up.
Like the Penguin or any of the other spin-offs that are definitely happening.
Oh, the multiple spin-offs.
If this comes out before the Penguin spin-offs, I'm going to be fuming.
Look, this isn't for me, but I think the children deserve better.
So you're saying that it's going to make a lot of money?
100%. This have you seen how the Minecraft movie is doing?
Yes, that is actually making so much money that they don't know what to do with it.
But I also think it's going to be another one of those rambunctious theatre crowds that we've seen from the Minecraft movie. Do you want to explain what this fucking thing even is to anyone who doesn't know? It's a weird video of a guy popping out of a toilet and he goes skibbity. I get it. I get why that's objectively funny.
Yeah. Well, anybody in a toilet is funny.
Yeah, but I think there's lore and stuff to it. Now, do people want a hero or zero on Skibbity Toilet? That's the question. I'll melt my brain. I don't care.
Is that DC or Marvel? Is the question.
What company is producing the Skibbity Toilet movie? Because we could do it off that.
I think it's Michael Bay's production company. So, I mean, that's Transformers area, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh no, it might be DC. But if so facto.
I saw some internet meme plot. Sorry, I just read the last line of the plot.
What's the last line of the plot?
With their base destroyed, the strongest soldier turned against them and innumerable casualties. The Alliance enters into a tactical retreat with just one remaining asset, a powerful astro toilet weapon they hope to reverse engineer to turn the tide of battle.
All I'm saying is, if everyone just closed their eyes and imagined Lord of the Rings, this could be the new Lord of the Rings.
Peter Jackson come in trilogy of this. You're obviously winning Oscars. I guess you have to, yeah.
Who's the guy that did Moonfall?
Roger.
Alden.
Alden Ehrenreich? Sorry.
No, not Alden Ehrenreich.
Roland Emmerich?
Roland, yeah, it was L. Roland Emmerich. Yes, he's the man for this job, I think.
It's true. Roland directing Moonfall could be the move.
No, not Moonfall.
No, sorry, fucking Skibbity. He's done nothing since Moonfall, though.
Well, I mean, he's living off that for the rest of his life.
But let's not forget, he for some reason directed Stonewall, which I do not understand to this day.
I mean, I think this is a great idea. Anyone who doesn't understand it, just get with the kids, man, right? You're not hip-hop happening, right? Just, you don't understand.
Would you guys judge me if I researched all of Skibidi Toilet in a week and did a Hero or Zero on it?
No, I would, yeah. No, I absolutely
I will
would.
still forget to bring up a solstice fact, though.
I know, yeah, but you'd be willing to do that.
I'd be willing to do it if people want it.
Can I just say, we have not had even like a TikTok video or anything in a little bit.
Connor, I did Secret Wars. I've been coasting on that for a month and a half.
I mean, see, if you come back to me and you go, I'm after researching this for a week, instead of maybe, I don't know, doing some sort of video or something.
Could you imagine the clicks on a Skibidi Toilet video?
I don't know, because very quickly they'd realise we had no fucking clue what we're talking about, and we're two old men.
It's funny if we're idiots. And then they comment.
Least funny thing to kids is two older men trying to talk about something
Thank
that
you
they
for saying older. That's very generous.
Very old men.
Oh, I'm younger than you.
Yeah, but the old towards them.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thanks very much, man. It was 3 days ago.
A couple of days ago.
So, Sean, we're finishing off this week with news from Spider-Man Brand New Day. And that is Spider-Man Brand New Day. We found out last week some of the villains that would be appearing in the movie.
Yes.
And we were saying, right, it's ground level. It's... You know, it's now street, it's mob bosses.
Yeah.
It's all
Peter
that
Parker back to his roots, finally.
Yeah. Well, what do all of Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies have in common? It's that they don't trust him to lead the movie by himself.
It's true. They do not see Tom Holland as a solo leading man, apparently.
So who are we going to get in to help him sell this movie?
For a street level... Spider-Man movie. What?
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a very successful Disney Plus series called Daredevil Born Again, Connor. I would get Matt Murdock in as the more experienced vigilante.
Interesting. What about if he was green?
The Hulk? What?
Mark Ruffalo's Hulk is reportedly set to join Spider-Man Brand New Day in a major role, says one report this week.
Okay, hang on, this might not suck.
Hulk, Bruce Banner, go on.
There's a thing in the Spider-Man Brand New Day comic where the Hulk remembers Peter. He remembers that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Banner forgot, but Hulk doesn't. That's the line.
Interesting.
That might not be terrible.
So Banner... But, okay, I have a question. Did Banner ever did the Hulk ever interact with Spider-Man in any movie?
No.
Because he can't turn into the Hulk in Infinity War. And then in Endgame, he's
dusted.
He's Smart Hulk.
He's Smart Hulk, sorry, but Peter Parker is gone.
Yeah, but Peter Parker doesn't exist until the end.
So they've had no meaningful interactions.
No, so you're saying he remembers him, but he's never met him.
Guess Tony just fucking told this kid's secret identity to Bruce.
but also to Hulk.
But also to Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that doesn't make... Okay, no, this is a terrible idea.
According to the news, Ruffalo's return as Banner won't be a mere cameo. He's expected to have a substantial role in the story. It remains unclear whether he'll appear as Professor Hulk, Savage Hulk, or human form.
And he's got his fucking weird son with a bad haircut now as well.
He could just have all of the different Hulks, if you want.
You totally could. Is this a way to give Peter Parker a new suit in this goddamn movie?
It could be that. I also think that it's fascinating that they don't trust this Spider-Man just to lead his own movie.
And that's very much what it led up to at the end of No Way Home, was he's on his own now. Yeah.
You gotta kind of go with that and just trust it.
And it felt like they were about to trust him and then they just backpedaled.
Mark Ruffalo's Hulk is he's been in 10 or 9 different productions before this, so he's been in a lot of stuff. And some of it's good, some of it's alright.
Incredible Hulk, 2008, very, very good film.
He's not in that movie.
But the Hulk is.
The Hulk. But I mean, like, Professor Hulk, people didn't really like. It was all right. I don't know. I think Hulk works better with Thor than he does Spider-Man.
Yeah, Hulk, because you can lean into the silly juvenileness of the Hulk. Smart Hulk is just like, where's the downside with Smart Hulk? I feel like the Hulk always needs to be a sacrifice in some way.
I think there's no crack. It's a less interesting character as Professor Hulk.
Yeah, he's just kind of, he's strong and smart.
Yeah, you should be. The thing is, yeah, like you are an incredibly capable human, and then once you turn into the Hulk, you lose control.
Yeah, it's vampire, not vampires, it's werewolves and stuff like that. It's the same. Like, you get all this power, but the trade-off is you're a fucking idiot.
Like, the best line in all of those movies involving Hulk is when he's like, I shot the bullet into my mouth and the other guy spit it out.
Yeah, like that. Like, I think Avengers Hulk might be my favourite Hulk in the MCU.
For all of his flaws, Joss Whedon knows how to write the Hulk.
Yeah. He does have many flaws, though.
So many flaws.
Oh, but Firefly's real good.
He's such a dickhead that he's a dickhead.
Yeah, I hate him.
Because if he was a nice man, you'd watch everything he did, but he's a dickhead. That's so annoying.
It's and I get Age of Ultron was just the same movie again, but that had good Hulk stuff.
Also has the bit at the start where they're all trying to lift Mjolnir. So I mean, like, that's one of the best Avengers scenes.
Because they're just hanging out. Imagine the Avengers hanging out together.
And look, he loves a quip. He's a lot of flaws. We're not getting involved in Joss Whedon, right? But he's just so many flaws as a man. Right? It's more annoying because I'm just like, if you were nice, you could go to Comic-Cons for the rest of your life and make $1 billion.
Yeah, he'd still be working today. What's he done recently, do you think?
I don't know if he's been involved in too much. I mean...
He's certainly not front and centre.
I wouldn't say so, no. But, like, he could be like the Russo kind of level. That, like,
yeah, no, 100%.
They bring him back in if he wasn't such a dickhead.
Personal life. Oh, scroll past that.
If you were going to do a movie, how far would you go up to?
He wrote some comics and stuff like that. I can't see any film stuff recently.
I think he stopped doing that stuff.
Yeah.
I also think nobody will give him funding for his stuff.
True.
Actually, amazed he didn't go down the Zachary Levi route.
Yeah. So he's got that going for him.
I suppose there you go. Fair play to him.
Right? Nothing upcoming in terms of film, it looks like.
Do you like the idea of the Hulk appearing in a Spider-Man movie? Are they like a duo that you see often?
It's funny having Peter Parker interact with like a Savage Hulk. That's interesting. But just two smart guys talking to each other, there's other ways to do that. There's so many other characters I would rather see him interact with.
If they're going to do the route where Bruce Banner doesn't remember him, that I suppose you could have some interesting things with that, but then it does, like, why does the Hulk remember him?
Yeah, because all he would remember is maybe Mysterio giving away his identity.
What, like Hulk sitting at home watching the news?
I don't know, maybe he caught up or something, you know? Or the stuff that he learned at Smart Hulk.
Actually, there's some. Is the Hulk's memories Bruce Banner's memories? Or...
usually it's a blackout scenario.
Yeah, so I assume so he has to see it as Hulk.
Yeah. But it depends. Sometimes...
Yeah, it depends how they write it.
Do it. Yeah. Sometimes Hulk is always like waiting and seeing through Banner's eyes. But generally, Banner can't remember.
I think this is fine, but I also am kind of sad. I'm just like, let Tom Holland just do the movie by himself.
Let the boy act, you know?
Let the boy act. Just like, they had Downey in the first one. Second one is Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. And Nick Fury.
And Nick Fury's in that one as well, because you have to get involved in them. Third one, you have all the Spider-Men. Just let him just have a Spider-Man movie. Just a story where it's just him versus everybody else. Nobody can remember who he is. He's struggling big time.
Just genuinely just have him stop a bank robbery or something. That's all I want.
Sean, I think that's it for this week's movie news.
What a week. Would you like me to take us out, Connor?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back right now with Heroes for Hire Presents Weird News, and we will be back again on Friday with an episode of Hero or Zero. Big thank you to everyone over on Patreon who continues to support the show. We really, Really appreciate you. We couldn't make the show without you. So big shout outs go to Róisín and baby Ben Palmer, Ryan, Komatsu, Dozer, Enthusiast, Evanson, Waffles, that's it. Just Waffles, nothing else. Just call me Waffles. David Clarke, Dominic, Anna Sharkfoot, Hjelmroos, Daniel McLaughlin, Lordsmish, Michelle Browne, Frost, currently riding a WWE hyperfixation wave, Ed Ball, Conor and Lorraine were right about the Eurovision, Russ, Conor, you insulted Shaun and us all when you were discussing glasses and she's all that, you're despicable parfit. Jackson Brueheim, Liz had a few too many on St. Paddy's Day and tipsy, subscribe to the Patreon. Ciara Lawler, Judge Leahy, Mikeychairsnumber1fan Shaun is cool and a genius, Ruairi, Pete Funky like a Mississippi donkey, Jones, Jack Markham, Johnny Ray, Hunter Harvard the Texas Ironman, DonegalGeorge, Lisa the Fall Guy aficionado, Justin Bowman, Joe Reid, John Neesmith, the Dr. Dara, Ted Sullivan, Jeff Scroger and Adam O. Thank you all for your support. We really appreciate it. Head on over to patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. If you want to support us over there, there is also the merch store, heroesforhire.ie/shop. Twitter is @Heroes for Hire Pod, the 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Divilment's Discussion Group. Instagram is Heroes for Hire Podcast. And the best way to ever help out the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Just a one, please.
I think that's about it, Colin.
I think so. So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Shaun Mean.
I shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.